Hi everyone, we're starting our series about when Jehovah's Witnesses get a bit naughty with brother Ron Peebles, who is in Vancouver, Canada. These clips come from 2 videos filmed by Stuart, XJDub channel. I'll give you the links below to the complete videos so you can see them in context. Now, Stuart has known Ron Peebles for quite a while. They have been in the same JW congregation, but Stuart found out the secrets that were happening, the nasty things of Watchtower, so Stuart left, and this is what happens when you leave.
Hi, brother.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How's it going?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
What's your warning? Do not right?
You can't read that?
Yeah, I can read it.
Yeah, wait, read that one.
Why are you calling this here a cult?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
How so? Come tell me. Come tell me. Observe the cult member. Tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about and walk away. Come tell me.
You'll be singing another song with Armageddon hits.
I didn't quite hear you.
You'll be singing a different tune with Armageddon hits.
Observe the cult member threaten me with Armageddon. Threaten me with Jehovah's wrath. He is at least a 30-year JDub. Yeah, I was in the same congregation with him. At least 30, maybe 40 years.
I just wanted to say I really appreciate I always
So I'm going to be singing a different tune at Armageddon. Tell me about Armageddon.
Well, next time you look in the mirror, just check for the Antichrist, and you'll know.
Look in the mirror and I'll see the Antichrist.
Right.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. I will look in the mirror and I will see the Antichrist.
Exactly.
I look at you, and I will see a true Christian, one of the true and living God.
I'm having a talk to you.
Well, you want to tell me that I'm going to look in the mirror and see the Antichrist?
Look at take a powder, will you?
But you don't.
You're annoying me. You're on flies.
You don't want to hear. You
You're
don't
on
want to
flies,
hear.
so get to them.
But you don't want to hear me.
Oh, I don't want to hear you. Well, if you want to hear you, get going. I'm having a private club.
Well, I wouldn't. I would appreciate it if you didn't call me the Antichrist.
You look like.
Do I look like the Antichrist?
No, he doesn't look like.
You want to sit there and deny that you're one of Jehovah's Witnesses? Then? Are you one of Jehovah's Witnesses? Don't. All right, you saw that. You saw that. He just physically assaulted me. You saw him physically assault me. You saw him push my stomach. I don't appreciate you hitting me in the stomach, sir. Did you or did you not just hit me in the stomach?
Get out of here,
Did you or did you not just hit me in the stomach? Did you? He hit me in the stomach, sir. I'll take a small coffee. If I keep coming here, here comes Ron Peebles, brothers and sisters, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. I'm glad that he's walking so slowly. Hey, Ron, why don't you apologize to me for punching me in the stomach on
Want
Saturday?
another one?
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
it.
Apologize, you piece of shit.
Do
You're a
it.
rotten piece of shit.
Call me. What is it?
Yeah, piece of shit.
You can't apologize to me.
No, I
for
want to
punching me in the
apologize to you.
stomach.
Hey, you do do that to me again, I'll tell you. You get it right into go point me out
Do what again?
what you did to me in Nordstrom's.
Why did you talk to me? Why did you tell me about what you threatened me with when I was talking to you?
Yeah, with my fist.
No,
You're lucky.
no.
You're lucky.
No.
Piece of shit, you're lucky.
You told me that I'm going to be changing my tune in Armageddon.
That's right.
And I wanted to come up and talk to you about that.
No, you didn't.
In the coffee shop.
You pointed me out in the coffee shop, you son of a bitch.
As one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Are you not one of Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes, I am. It's none of your business.
What do you mean none of my business?
It's none of your business at all.
Is it my business to take a punch in the stomach from you
Yes,
and not
yes.
to apologize to you? I deserve that punch in the stomach.
You damn right you think I wanted to pay.
Do I deserve a punch in the face right
Yes,
now?
right now.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah, I will.
Give it to me.
Why you
If
son
I
of a
deserve it.
bitch?
If I deserve it,
You're a
give it to
real
me.
son of a bitch.
How do you, really, tell me about it.
I'll tell you, you don't have to. You're an idiot.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. You're just like Iscariot. Stuart Iscariot, that's your name.
Is it? Okay. So I deserve punches in the stomach and threats of violence.
You do.
Wow.
And stand there like an asshole.
Interesting. You guys hear that? True Christians, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously no one has spoken.
Did you notice that Mr. Peebles did not deny punching Stuart in the stomach? In fact, he said Stuart deserved it, and also he deserved a punch in the face. This is only one of a number of incidents. As yet, Stuart has been unable to get the police to act on the incidents and to take them seriously. Instead, Stuart has been targeted.
So there's been some ongoing problems with you and a group of people on Brown Street. Okay, so right now I'm here to tell you that you're under arrest. Okay? So step on out. Step on out. Okay.
Can you put that on my show?
Pardon?
Can you put that recording device on my show?
Sure. You want to turn it off first?
Yeah, you can turn it
How
off.
do you do that? Push that?
I started this video off light-hearted, but in actual fact, you can see how sinister things can get. Jehovah's Witnesses, as an organization, is hiding many pedophiles and covering up their crimes. The people who speak out about it, the people who question it, the people who question many wrongdoings by the organization, they get thrown out and they get shunned. If anyone has any comeback whatsoever, the police are weaponized and used against that ex-member. So Stuart was arrested and he's charged and he's facing a judge. He's facing a judge without proper legal representation. And still, the things that have happened against him have not been investigated. While Stuart has been reported to the police many times, the instructions from Jehovah's Witnesses headquarters, instructions that have been followed, have been, when a paedophile is known to the congregation, not to call the police, because it brings reproach on Jehovah's name. As a result of that, adult survivors are now going to the press. They are taking Watchtower to court and winning. Governments are now investigating the group. And in Canada, where this is happening, there are 2 class action lawsuits, one for $66 million. They don't call the police on pedophiles, they shun the victims. Shunning, that means their whole family, if their whole family are in, they all shun the victims. Yet time and time again, they have called the police on Stuart. As yet, Stuart is still awaiting justice for what they have done to him, and the many victims of Watchtower are still waiting justice for what Watchtower has done to them. Back to Stuart XJDub. and here are the terms imposed against him.
Well, it happened, viewers. I was arrested last night. I was about to go to sleep. I was in my pajama bottoms and t-shirt and socks. The police officers pushed their way into my apartment, put me in cuffs. One of them did not identify herself, the blonde on the right side of the picture that I'm going to be part of this video. And I wasn't able to talk to a lawyer for hours. When I finally did, he hung up on me. When I finally met one in person, he didn't have time to hear me out. He was not willing to watch any of my videos. And then they initially came after me with a criminal harassment charge. And then it was reduced down to a peace bond. And actually, a couple hours after they had first started detaining me, the officers came into my cell again to tell me that I was also being charged with something obstructing a clergyman or something. So they were just throwing charges at me, trying to confuse me, officer after officer after officer that I had to deal with. So they really tried to take advantage of how flat-footed I was, how tired I was, especially when the hearing came after I had been up for about 10 hours, 8 or 10 hours waiting to finally be brought before the Crown, the judge. And my defense attorney was really weak, really soft voice. The Crown and the judge seemed to be on the same side of the court. They had already made up their minds, and nobody listened to me. The social worker came forward to talk about some psychiatrist appointments that I went to years ago so that the term mental health could be injected into the ramrodding. So as you can see, I have to face 11 conditions right now. Condition 1, keep the peace and be of good behavior. Condition 2, you shall report to a bail supervisor at 275 East Cordova Street, Vancouver, BC, forthwith and thereafter as directed. Right now it's once a week between now and the 17th when I have to go before the judge again. September 17th, 2018 at 9 o'clock. Condition 2, condition 3, attend the Downtown Community Court Mental Health Program if you consent. Well, I don't consent. I don't participate in anything. The guy in the when I was leaving told me that just means I have to meet with a psychiatrist. So the psychiatrist can be spoken to and he can be asked, how are you finding Stuart's mental health between now and the 17th? So I get to play that game with a psychiatrist between now and then. Condition 4, you will reside where directed by the bail supervisor, which means that he can tell me that I'm not allowed to sort of stay in my apartment. I have to go stay somewhere else if he decides. So you see, I'm at the mercy of not just the court, I'm at the mercy of a bail supervisor who's been appointed to assess my mental health. And actually, that social worker that I spoke with, he couldn't wait to start mentioning that. And I kind of said, you know what, bro? I don't really want to talk to you anymore. I don't trust you. And I ended that conversation, and sure enough, he showed up in court to say, yes, Your Honor, I do believe that Stuart could use some assistance with his mental health, blah, 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 because of 20 years ago going to some appointments. Condition 5, you shall have no contact directly or indirectly with Sarah Rochelle Traver or Michael Onwood. Now, you guys, I don't know who they are. I didn't go to the same congregation as them. I don't know those names. I can't tell you which of the 150 Jehovah's Witnesses from the car crashes I've done, that's them. So really, I don't know who they are. So really, I am to have no contact directly or indirectly with people I wouldn't be able to pick out of a lineup. Sarah Rochelle Traver or Michael Onwood, and you know the Jehovah's Witnesses knew to use these two instead of somebody like Norbert or Brian or George or other people that I know. So if they just happen to show up, they can say, oh, so he's stalking us. Typical cult behavior, and now they have the backing of this undertaking given to a justice to indulge in their brainwashed cult panic junkie behavior. I wonder if they're actually going to celebrate this. Yeah. So I'm not to have contact directly or indirectly with them or anyone else that is known by you, but see, I don't know them. See the implication here? Or anyone else that is known. Back up a second. I don't know Sarah Rochelle Traver or Michael Onwood. or anyone else that is known to me to be a member of the Jehovah's Witness Church. Condition 6, you will not go anywhere that you know Sarah, Rochelle Traver, or Michael On would live, work, go to school, or worship. Condition 7, you are not to be within 100 meters of any church, kiosk, information booth, facility, or temporary display operated by members of the Jehovah's Witness Church. Condition 8, you're not to attend. I can't go anywhere in the 1500 block of Robson Street, Vancouver, British Columbia, unless I am passing through Robson Street in a car or on a bus. Conditions 9, 10, 11 are really just talking about weapons, as if weapons are a problem for me. They're not. I've never been arrested. I'm not a violent person, viewer. So you see what they're trying to inject in here. So I hope it's as obvious to you as it was to me, especially to me, since I spent 8, 9, about 10 hours total in jail last night in my pajamas, being moved around and intimidated and messed with, denied a lawyer until the, very sort of close to the time I was being brought before the judge, so that I was tired and irritable. I tried to keep my cool. Anyway, so you see what happens, viewers. So at least a month before I can crash a card again. And while we're on the subject of lawyers, if any of you could recommend a good one in the Vancouver area, or maybe provide me with some advice, I would appreciate it.